One thing you're going to be commonly looking for is that Venom's going to get a knockdown. He's going to set up... Venom's going to get a knockdown. He's going to set up these pool balls. And when he sets up these pool balls, it makes your life incredibly difficult. He's going to use that for set play, right? So Venom's primary game is knockdown, set up a pool ball, hit you with it as you're waking up so that if you try and challenge or if you try to match or you try to do anything ridiculous, you're going to get smoked expeditiously. Versus a character like Kai, you know, Kai's going to kind of try and keep you trapped up in the corner, going to try and force you to eat mix-up after mix-up, and just keep you going and make your life a little bit harder than it has to be. So they're kind of playing a similar game plan, but a lot more set play you're going to see on the side of Venom. And already you're seeing Venom's kind of way he's going to control the match and control the pace of it. He's going to set pool balls down, he's going to try and hit you for coming in, and he's going to try and keep you locked down. That 2K2D is super strong. Try to go for YRC low, but not going to able to connect, and unfortunately finds the air dash in. And this is where Kai starts getting strong, forcing you to block those huge fireballs and forcing your situations is where it gets a little bit scary. Back in with a fireball, find the food tray into Greed Sever combo. We get the bounce, DP, but good air tech out for Indy, able to find his way out of the corner. Now you're going to have to block the shenanigans, successfully block Greed Sever, something you couldn't do pre-rollback. YRC's to try and get out and challenge, but unfortunately good challenges by Father. Going to go ahead and close it out. The chip damage, if you're not FDing Kai's fireballs, the shenanigans that Kai can get up to, it's not a good situation to be at. Already setting up good fireballs. And even a good air trade, going to go ahead and try and push out of the corner. Gets a knockdown, going to go ahead and fireball back in. And we're keeping the pressure going. YRC with them trading kind of back and forth. Pool balls getting exchanged. Nothing too crazy here.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, Swirly.
How are you doing today? I am tagging in before they need me in my match.
Real?
Yep. So is the first game of Father and Indy here?
Yes.
All right.
One round already going to Father, and he's trying to kind of navigate around some of the Kai fireballs, some of the shenanigans. And Stun Dipper is still good in this game. It's not just good in Strive, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. It's still strong.
Yeah, Stun Dipper, one of the mainstays for Kai for sure. And yeah, I was playing both of them earlier, so it's definitely going to come down to, like, Venom for sure has the zoning down, but whenever Father gets in, he is so great about staying on top of you with that mix. Going in for the dust there, exactly, opening up Indy, clutching out that first game.
Yeah, one thing that's going to be really important, exactly as you said, is like that corner pressure is such a pain. So Indy's going to have to be on the dead angle path, on the blitz path. Has to be able to challenge occasionally so that Father doesn't get too comfortable just keeping you looped in the corner and having to eat a bunch of different mix-ups with Stun Dipper, with Greed Sever, all the shenanigans that Kai has.
Exactly, and it's especially hard for Indy here as Venom, because Venom, not a lot of like moves specifically to his kit that he can use as like a reversal option or as a get off me option.
Yes.
So he truly has to just rely on his knowledge as a player and using the resources properly that the game gives you.
Exactly. And I don't, you know, I play against Indy pretty frequently. I know them. I don't think they have too much Kai Kiske matchup. I don't see that, you know, we don't have too many that show up to suplex very often. So this is definitely a situation where you're going to have to learn on the fly pretty effectively. Big whiff on the combo, though. Indy getting the corner. And this is where Venom really is comfortable.
Set up the Dark Angel, give me your life or give me your meter, and now you're going to be sitting here blocking Venom for a long time, but Father finds his way out of it there.
Yeah, Indy didn't want to go up in the air and challenge. Instead got Stun Dippered, but Indy finding the throw on wake up. If you're too close, you're just going to get thrown all day, every day. Knockdown again, and now we got pool balls. We're back up to 50 meters, so if Indy can get the corner again, you're going to see Dark Angel. You probably see it here. Nope, chooses not to spin.
Yeah, Indy is he's doing really good about backing Father into the corner here, but he's having a harder time about keeping him there. Spins the burst on the Dark Angel, but Father just takes a couple hits there, so not...
Yeah.
Both players down to the last bit of life here. Go either way, really. Burst from Father doesn't connect. That's so rough if you're Father right there. Yeah. Indy going to take that first game and looking pretty good because Father going in with no resources now.
Exactly. Nice Stun Dipper to start, and it's going to go ahead and set up the fireballs again, push right back into the corner.
And that's actually key against Venom in particular, because Indy, as you see him going for a lot of stinger, that straightforward ball. So Stun Dipper low profile, so it goes right under it, uses it to get in and get a quick knockdown on Indy, and now he has you right where he wants you, backed up against the wall, forced to kind of FD to prevent that risk buildup.
Exactly, and exactly what you said, it forces Venom to rely on more of the weirder anger balls, which are less useful in most situations, so it's kind of one of that guessing games that really help make this situation good. Ooh, big block on the DP, and we're going to go right back into the corner, and you're going to get Dark Angel on wake up. Holds the meter again. Knockdown, Dark Angels
and here it comes, Now you're going to lose all those resources, build up the ball. It doesn't quite... All right, here we go.
Just going to stick it out. Keep pressing the little buttons until he finds it. Not able to get anything off of that 5P, though.
Throws him out of it.
Once again.
Father overextending a little bit, getting thrown for his troubles. All right, going low. Dark Angel one more time, locking you down. Not a lot of meter on the table here, so you're going to have to eat a little bit of chip.
Yeah, doesn't try and just block it. It's a bit risky if you do. I don't blame him.
And Indy's in a great position right now. Maybe able to close it out right here. There it is, the chip out. What do you do if you're Father there? You kind of just got to accept your fate, man.
I think Father got Dark Angel like 4 times.
Yeah, right? That was just back to back to back,
Dude,
man.
nerf that character. I swear to God.
I'm saying, dude. I mean, this is like a battle of the best. You know, these characters, both Kai and Venom, super strong in Exerd. So, they got everything you could want, you know?
Exactly, and already Greed Sever to get the first hit, Father, but Indy with the tech out of the corner, Father unable to keep him there. Fireball is going to lock down, but Indy on these throws has been so solid. Anytime Father overextends.
Yeah, he is on point every time. Yeah, Father gets a bit too close. Indy is quick to throw him and create some distance again.
Stun Dipper creates a good situation here. Going to eat some fireballs. Stinger YRC, the classic for Venom, to keep yourself in a good situation. Big hit and push back into the corner already.
Yeah, that's a key thing of Venom in this game with the QV. Like the kind of big set he does with the ball. Does have a hitbox, and it's actually a stronger move if he connects with it.
Exactly. Good stuff. Going to have to hold some pressure there. Stun Dipper is going to be a little bit minus. You can certainly punish it in this game. Oh, really good DP.
It is only going to be on an instant block, though, so that's something that Father is taking advantage of. He's catching on that Indy isn't IBing those Stun Dippers, so he can kind of use it as a lot more of a reliable tool to get in. There it is. Father staying on top of things that round.
Yeah.
Bringing it back a little bit.
You notice Indy set that ball kind of down forward diagonally instead compared to what they were normally doing, in part because of the threat of Stun Dipper from that range is so good. Great little Stun Dipper there, low profiling another one of those balls, just making Indy's life a little bit harder than he needs to be and a lot more consideration there.
Ooh, mad struggle going high, but no combo from it. But yeah, absolutely. Indy having to resort to carcass rate a little bit more, having to shoot the balls at a downward angle to stop Father from just sliding in and low profiling it.
Yeah. Oh, tech's out, but gets re-caught by the setup.
Yeah, the JD there does have a little bit of an after image that pops up after the fact.
Good pressure.
Ooh, the 2D. Bro,
that double hit.
Yo, Venom gets so low for that. Ooh. Counter hit both ways. Not too much coming from it, but a bit of a trade situation.
No, you're exactly right. Venom 2D just goes so far. He sticks his little leg out there, and he gets so much. Tries to set up, but Indy jumping over it. Going to try and put you back in the blender here.
QB with the counter hit. Doesn't get much from it.
Yeah.
Throw from Father this time, putting Indy in the corner. Grinders on deck, going in. All right, here we go. 6H pressure is so plus, and lands a counter hit 2K.
Yeah.
Is that a tied game there, or is it 2-1 Father?
That's 2-1 for Father.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and he just dive kicked in pretty deep there.
Yes.
And got thrown immediately for the trouble. You know, dive kick can be very good for Venom, but it can also be very risky, and that was a prime example there. Going a bit too deep, get thrown, and now your turn is kind of reset. And he's trying to set up balls, but Stun Dipper just so good at that kind of, you know, 3/4 screen range of getting in, closing a gap, and setting Father's turn up, and Indy hasn't really been able to deal with it so far. Good burst to try and take the corner. Tries to dive in, but puts himself in the corner instead.
Yep. Oh, I like that aggressive burst from Father, trying to keep Indy locked in the corner here.
Yeah.
2D trying to keep Venom at bay, setting up those grinders, just kind of waiting to see what you're going to do.
Yeah, tries to Stinger YRC to challenge. Greed Sever missing, but gets Stun Dippered anyway.
Yeah, Stun Dipper for his troubles. Oh, kind of a little bit of air movement here.
Yeah.
Staying outside of each other's range. But Indy more than happy to set up these balls here.
Exactly. Ooh, runs up, gets the hit anyways, goes for the dive kick. Not deep enough, maybe could have been thrown, but Father wasn't ready for it. Instead, you're going to get pushed all the way to the corner, and now you have to eat Dark Angel, everyone's favorite move.
Oh, and there it is. I love the DP there.
Yeah.
Spinning the stick. All right.
Tries to Stinger YRC, and it went out, but unfortunately, Stun Dipper will go over. Good challenge. Indy finding another knockdown. Can keep setting these pool balls up. Dive kick gets clipped.
Yeah, mad struggle, doing a lot of work for Indy here, and he's sticking to the slash version, so without the follow-up, he can get in, go for a combo, and this is going to definitely kind of swing things in Indy's favor.
Good situation here, going to take the round. Just letting that one play out. Father probably taking a breather, thinking through it. Okay, you know, I don't need to skip over to the next one.
Yeah, no reason to rush. You know, get your footing again.
Exactly.
Get your bearings straight.
Exactly.
All right, here we
go. Father, you know, both of them are kind of exchanging situations. Indy taking a bit of damage from these hits, and once again, Father finding a knockdown, but not really able to, you know, fully capitalize on the advantage. But Stun Dipper, this will get you a situation in the corner where you're all good. Indy trying to challenge, but a big counter hit. Father's looking real good this round.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely getting a grasp on what makes Kai great right now. You see that a lot. Stun Edge, YRC. It's such a great tool just to like get in like rent free, not even having to worry too much in the neutral. Stun Dipper's gonna be leaving Indy a chance to retaliate.
Yo, those 2 balls, by the way, a second ago, really actually saved Indy because they covered on the ground, and then when Father tried to go up to try and air dash out, immediately was forced to just block it because it was in the perfect position there. Indy had a chance to get a comeback, was doing some damage, but Father able to close it out with that much of a life lead. It's not too surprising.
And that's a sign of like that's one of the things Venom especially excels at, when the player can start chaining the different balls together and covering more than one angle. It makes it such a difficult job to get in on. So he's doing a great job to kind of keep Father at bay. Exactly. Father's still fighting his way in. 6-8 pressure. A bit too far out to keep it going.
2K2D going to keep forcing over. Good pressure. We're resetting back over.
Oh, and here we go. Reversal super from Father. A lot of damage and a lot of corner carry, but still kind of winding up mid-screen.
Yeah. Indy's got a lot of meters, still got burst on deck, so has a lot of options. Just a matter of choosing it. Burst, Dark Angel.
Yeah. Oh, and it kind of trades both ways, but still, Indy pushing Father all the way to the corner, taking all of his resources. Risk is cranked as well. Father's in a pretty bad spot here, but he's holding it down. Yeah. Defense is on point.
Red RC, Father finally chooses a challenge. Slight trade, but was able to get out of the corner, able to set up the fireball off of it.
Nice air throw.
Father on the verge of taking this one. Indy's going to have to find a really good interaction to get back into it. Trades with the ball.
Oh, it's do or die, and there it is, the Greed Saver coming out on top for Father, cracking him high, saving it for when it counts, coming out on top.
Exactly. Those JDs are just a great setup tool and just kind of make your life a little bit harder. Swirly, pleasure. Thank you for joining. I'm going to go and play a match now.
I will hopefully be back soon. It's a ton of fun.
Thank you. But yeah, no, it's like, one thing Father was really good at is setting up those JDs, what Swirly was talking about. And like you saw at the end there, those JDs kind of stall, kind of create some time. You can act out of them. You have some options, you know. And that stalling, that time that you created, helped you out a lot, right? Creates a really good situation to be in, and ultimately was able to get him the set because he was able to stall time, wait for Indy to overextend and do something, and then got a punish with a great sever. So really good stuff, but hey, we're back again. We still got more matches for you. We got Swirly coming up. I'm not sure who Swirly's gonna play, actually. I think they're going ahead and getting the match set up, but hey, once again, thank you all for being here. We've had a blast so far. LTC, you know, it's got a lot of awesome stuff to it. There are a lot of events, a lot of different games running. They try and make it as inclusive as possible and have as many places for people to play as possible. And one of the things I like about it, especially, is aesthetically. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures from the main arena, but it looks good. The work the graphics designers have been doing have been phenomenal. And T-Lock puts on a solid event every time they do. Low Tide Cities have been great. Lost Tech City was really, really fun. Low Tier City has just been a great time, and the venue is a fantastic place to be. I hope we get to come out here again sometime and do more of this stuff. But hey, it's a pleasure being part of T-Lock, and it's a pleasure being able to represent the organization, especially on the fighting game side of things. They've done a lot of investment into the fighting game scene and have really helped grow it and help make it a bigger and better place to be in Dallas-Fort Worth, right? Which is something that you want to see and you're really happy to see from an organization, is being able to put in the time, put in the numbers, put in the energy for a scene that, you know, can seem uncertain at times. T-Lock's been around for a long time, so it's awesome, and we really appreciate you, the fans, showing up, watching. If you're showing up here to play and you can, and show up to the event, signing up, all that stuff helps us continue to put on more events and get bigger and better and do the best stuff for you guys possible, right? So we really appreciate all of you coming over here, spending your time here, and just hanging out and having a good time with us. But hey, we're still back in it. We still got a lot of stuff going on, and we still got a couple of events going on here as well. Right now, we're going to have Swirly versus Rhythm coming up. Answer versus Eno. This is an interesting matchup because they're both... It's basically a game of which character can control the air screen a little bit more, right? Both these characters don't have the best defensive options. Eno especially is kind of known for having poor defensive options. Other than some of the universal stuff, but like, you know what the universal stuff is. Everyone have those. You're kind of used to it. Answer, on the other hand, has a couple of more options and some really strong air control. And you saw Rhythm was really, really good at the air throws during that last set. Just made life a lot more difficult for James than it needed to be, and ultimately he's able to overcome because of that. So I'm kind of interested to see how they're both going to handle this. The air presence is really solid, and just Oki from both of these characters, right? Both these characters are knockdown monsters. They're going to want to set each other up, and they're going to mix each other to death, right? Because they don't always have the easiest